Goddamn.
The final boss of the season.
I mean, if there's going
Big
to be...
Dickus.
Yeah. Big Dickus. Wow. All right. Okay, I like this. I like this direction we're going in with Ren and Nora.
Mm.
Again, I still feel a bit of hit and miss with some of the storylines.
Yeah.
But I like that we're giving weight to other storylines. Like you were saying that you think the final boss is this Big Dickens.
Bro, he was like dragging his fucking...
I thought it was his tail, personally, but I don't know any horse. Again, this is no man or horse. It's a horseman. I don't know. There seems to be hopefully a lot of final bosses in this. Like, I want the finale to be like all the storylines not coming together, but like the wrap up of each individual storyline. So like Blake taking on Adam, Nora and Ren taking on Big Dickus. Like,
I don't think we're gonna get that.
And at the end of this,
I don't think we're gonna get that. Here's the reason. Like, I still feel like there's more to Blake's storyline that needs to happen.
That's true. Before we get there,
And
there's a lot.
I think Weiss is could wrap up. I see like Weiss is already like dominated. She's already summoned the big night. So I think it can wrap. I think it can wrap up. I think her fight with Whitley is gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and she did ask Klein for help with something, and Klein agreed. Like he gave a subtle nod. That's as to he was gonna help with whatever it is that she asked.
Let me hit you with this.
I know, no.
Nah, I don't want to create false expectations, so I don't really want to
Do it.
Like, imagine you're watching the finale
Dragons.
of Volume 4.
Uh-huh.
We're talking Ren and Nora versus this guy, and then you got somehow where we advance the plot to where Blake is fighting Adam, or like one of the Upper White Fang members. Ruby or Weiss is taking on Whitley in mech form. Ruby and John are taking on Tyrion, and then they're about to die, and then Yang comes in. Come on,
You're talking about Volume 4 or eventually?
Well, like that. That's like if I wanted like send off for Volume 4, I think that'd be pretty high.
That's too much of a reach.
It's too much of a reach. Exactly, it's too much, and that's why I didn't want to say it because it's too much.
Here, I'll give you this. We're at the end of the season where we'll get some sort of ending with Weiss. Either she breaks free, she leaves, or she, fights Whitley in his mech form, or I don't know, fucking his dad, I don't know, or what, Weiss's dad comes in and fucking starts doing something. Even like maybe fucking Weiss gets double teamed by Whitley and her dad in mech form.
Okay.
Maybe making big Meg.
They have like this like kangaroo style mech.
Oh my god, like a mech put inside a mech. That'd be crazy.
It's like fucking just basically Kangaskhan Khan, but like in robot form. I think for a fact we are going to get we're not gonna see Tyrion. I don't think we're gonna see Tyrion again.
I think we're done with him.
Wait,
Nekko just confirmed. Nekko just confirmed. We're not gonna see him again for the rest of the season.
Yeah, his tail was cut off.
I mean, I would say for the rest of the whole show, but all right, go ahead.
Rest of the whole show, bullshit. Shut the fuck up.
In that case, Mike was right. Tyrion did suck. He said eyeballs laughed and was Joker for an episode, and then he died or got his tail cut off or whatever.
Got written off immediately.
Yeah.
No, I think what we're gonna get is John, Ren, and Nora fighting
Horseman,
Big Dickus.
Big Dick.
They're gonna fight Big Dickus because this is gonna wrap up Ren's and Nora's storyline, which is what it was like alluding to towards like the later half of the season.
Okay.
And we're not gonna see Blake fight Adam just yet. I think there's still much to be to happen. We're going, like, if anything, we're going to see Blake finding Adam's whereabouts, but that's it.
Okay.
I don't see her going straight and just like, maybe Adam makes his appearance, like say like towards the end, Adam makes his appearance, but like he's gonna have like that toxic, toxic relationship dominance over her, where she's just gonna like, don't touch me. just back off and maybe not like do anything. She's still too scared to confront Adam. So
I mean, you could also make the whole idea that she's gonna make a build up towards beating, like reaching Adam. So
yeah,
kind of like because she already not face off, but it was like a chase with Ilya, right?
Yeah, but I just don't think that she's there yet. I think
I know, but what I'm saying is like it will be cool. Like I think if you think about it, it could go the Scott Pilgrim way, where it's like you gotta beat a certain level of certain people just to reach the last one type of thing. So kind of like you know, it seems like Ilya is the first one that they introduced. So it seems like Ilya will be the first one that she will have to like face off, and then probably eventually show off another white fan member that she might be close to, and just keep on fighting.
I think it's more like I'm either Blake gets a lead on Adam, or Adam shows up and they have like a standoff where like Adam just fucking shows how much control he has over Blake, and maybe Sun gets in the way and gets hurt, and then maybe that gives Blake the motivation to actually confront.
It's like I'm her new lover, goddammit.
But not any more than that. I don't think that they're gonna fight or anything like that. I think it's too early. Yang. Nothing's really happening with Yang at the moment, which is sad, but that's just how it is. And then we got Weiss, definitely fucking fighting Whitley and Daddy.
I'm just like, the way I'm putting it in my head is like, compare what we're talking about now to like the wrap up of Volume 3, which I do have to remind myself that it's technically like the end of like the first arc or season.
Yeah, so it's season 1 all over again, or volume 1 again technically.
Yeah, like it's like season or volume 3 was the wrap up of like the first season.
Yeah.
And so like of course it was going to be epic, but I'm also thinking back on the end of the other volumes, and they had pretty good wrap ups too. And so I'm thinking like in my mind I'm just like, what would be a satisfactory wrap up for volume 4, you know?
I think the raid fight against Big Dickus is pretty much. I'm just gonna call him that.
It's the only reason
he doesn't have a name yet. I'm gonna give him Big Dickus.
Big Dickus. The only reason I don't completely agree with it. I like the idea that that's what it's leading to. Just because RWBY, Nora, wrapped up by Big Dickus just sounds like a good episode. Like it's a character that was introduced 2 episodes before the finale, and so it's like this is the main.
It's been mentioned before. Oh, I just realized that I had managed to land it right there. That's funny.
Yeah.
Big Dick is right there.
The thing is like it's not like a rule, but like if I'm gonna care about who they're fighting, and he pops up basically like 80% of the way through the movie, it's like, how are you gonna get me latched on to that? Like,
but like
I forgot his name already. Ren, he has mentioned this Grimm before. Whenever they were in the older city that got not destroyed but never got finished built, he was and whenever John interrupted him, he was talking about like, Grimm happened, and it's like not just any Grimm. So like they've been teasing that there's a Grimm, and then the hoof print has been since episode 3, so from this volume. So like it's been there.
I think what you're like the thing is that I think what you're maybe trying to make it a little bit more exciting than it actually is, because I don't think that this is going to be a very pivotal point. I think this is just a mini boss to compare to the main bosses that we're going to see later on. Yeah, that's why I don't think it's going to be. It has to be this big climactic moment. It just what it is
this is Margit from instead of Godric.
Yeah, this is fucking just Margit. We got a taste of fucking Godfrey earlier with Tyrion, and then but that's pretty much it. Like I honestly don't think this is going to be a big deal. It is going to be a big deal for Ren and Nora, which is the monster that destroyed their hometown. But on the RWBY scale, like on the the bigger spectrum of everything that's going on, like this dude is just basically fucking small potatoes. So that's why I'm not giving it too much attention.
And granted, that will still be a step up for RWBY and their team because probably they haven't faced.
If anything, exactly. If anything, it just goes to show us that fucking the Grimm are a lot more complicated than we initially thought they'd be. Because the
That's
biggest,
what I
the
like
biggest
that.
thing that we saw was like this weird fucking dragon looking thing.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's cool, but now we're fucking getting humanoid type Grimm, which I think I mentioned at some point
That you were wanting to
like
watch.
I kind of like called it like we were like at some point in the evolution we might get to see humanoid Grimm, and this is the closest thing to a humanoid type Grimm that we're gonna see.
Yeah.
And it's funny because in my like OC backstory, I think I said that they're like the guy that basically started my whole like tragic downfall was like a sentient Grimm
Yeah.
that like did a bunch of fucked up shit.
I do think you
Like
mentioned it to me.
like a
Kind of
Prometheus type looking Grimm, like just like
Basically, yeah, like
we are Legion.
yeah, like he was like the leader of like a ton of like I don't know. I went crazy with it, and so I'm glad that we're like seeing that. It's just, and I don't like the last thing I wanted to do with RWBY because like as I loved volumes 1 through 3, I didn't want to be like. And when I made that RWBY video on my YouTube channel, when I was doing like research on it and like looking up what people thought like post volume 3, I saw a bunch of like why RWBY sucks now, why the mistakes that RWBY made basically.
Yeah.
And it's like it was like people rewriting the show, which is like something not that you shouldn't do it, but it's not that simple to just be like, oh, I could have written it better, under that circumstance. But so I don't want to do that, but also I'm like,
you could see ways that it could have improved it.
Improve it and just advance the story in a certain way.
All right.
Like I still like what's going on.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like
I do, and again, I do think it was just because of the blow that they received at the beginning. They didn't know how to handle it, so they were just trying to scramble with what they had. And probably this is the best that they were able to piece together. Honestly, I don't think as a single season or volume itself, it's not bad. Problem is that you do have the other ones to compare it to, so it's like it's not up to par. I personally do think that they improve upon it, like volume 5, 6, and whatever.
Dude, I'm a fucking idiot.
Go ahead.
I'm a fucking idiot. We could have figured out Ren's semblance like episode 1 of this show, because he's like a praying mantis.
Okay.
And his shit's like camouflage, basically.
Okay.
There you go.
I didn't think it was camouflage, more like he's like erasing his presence.
I mean, that's what praying mantises do. They like blend in with like grass and shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's part of her natural camouflage. It's more like, I think like Ren's semblance is more like, you're in a crowd of people and you just kind of like blend in so much that you might as well not be there.
Okay. Like being a praying mantis in grass.
I picture it differently. Shut the fuck up. Like, just whatever.
The thing is, the problem is that with camouflage, it's something that praying mantis don't do. They just have innate because they just look that way. If you tell me that like you're
semantics,
if you're a chameleon, that is camouflage because you change colors.
Fucking blending in with my surroundings and shit.
With my surroundings. So this is the scene again. I laugh whenever Mikey said, "No, it's like really fucking getting calm." Fucking kill me.
That's what happened. Like, look. He's subtly like inner peace.
That's true.
It's just like, what the fuck? Like that's what my first thing is like.
Hey, watch this cool trick I learned. I do love this whole segment, this whole flashback. It's like the Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
The Emmys.
Alrighty, so that was the segment with the fucking semblance. I guess to this point, I would just say, call it as you will.
It's just fucking camouflage, bro.
Season 5.
I don't see it.
Season 5, they dive in a little bit more as to each person's semblances and their names or what they think their name is. I say what they think their name is because of the fact that you name your own shit, right? It's like I don't know, I turned into Pepsi, so I'm like Pepsilation. I don't know, you
got like quirks and
Pepsilation.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like they just come up with some weird name for their own skill. So that's the thing. So they do mention it later, but I think the takeaway on this one is the fact that the bird left, and the Grimms are usually attracted to a particular thing and a thing only, which is
heat, the fucking presence, the blood, the predator. Predator, how it's like has a
No, their aura. No,
they're attracted to fear, they're attracted to anguish, they're attracted to every negative emotion.
never fucking mind.
So,
I go back to my original idea. Fucking inner peace.
Calm. I was wrong about see, I say camouflage because they all turn gray.
No, bro. Inner peace. Ren just unlocked his breathing techniques. Constant breathing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dead calm.
the next question that I got is where is Ren from? Story wise or fairy tale wise?
Oh, have we not figured that out?
No, not yet. Ren is probably the last one that y'all don't have.
God damn it.
And this is his whole back section. Everything seems like... All right, so first of all, what's the theme of the area? What does it feel like? It's
Japanese.
Okay, so it's Oriental. It's
Is he Nobunaga?
No. You also gotta remember that all of the Team Junipers is a gender bent of some sort of historical figure.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, that could fucking be anybody.
Because you had Achilles for Pyrrha, you got Joan of Arc for John, you got Thor for Nora, and then you got somebody that's Asian.
So it's a woman.
Yes, it's a woman.
Mulan?
Really? Yeah.
Fuck?
He is based on Mulan.
I don't see it, to be honest.
He is based on Mulan. So
Is his semblance having to do with the fact that Mulan like blends in with fucking the men? Fucking Nick was quiet.
But yeah,
I don't know how I feel
Fucking
about
Ren
that.
is like, let's get down to business.
Sometimes
To defeat the Grimm.
sometimes theorizing about something is cooler than figuring out how it came to be. Like, dude, what if we made a character that, like, because Mulan blends in with men, blended in with surroundings? Write that down.
Yeah, I mean, I really do not know the reasoning as to why the semblance is what it is, and as to, I mean, you still don't fully understand what his semblance is, but you're gonna have an idea. To be completely honest, I missed the semblance. I saw it activating the first time I saw it, like, the fuck is it? I couldn't put my finger on it until season 5 came in and they explained. It's like, oh, okay, that is what it means. But
So we have our first semblance tailor-made for Grimm, essentially.
technically, yeah,
That's kind of weird. That's kind of neat.
yeah,
Yeah, because Nora's is, like, situational.
yeah. You gotta charge up with electricity somehow.
Yeah.
And then you had Pyrrha, which was magnetism, so she could anything metal. Then we got John the pleb, and we got this guy with whatever that
I'm
is.
surprised that Nora doesn't have a taser on her, just so that she can just keep using her semblance.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. I would build my weapon around that.
I mean, I would just fucking have a taser. Like, you know, she can have whatever the fuck weapon she wants. It's just like do damage, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Mulan. Okay.
Mulan.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm trying to think if we missed anybody else, because did we ever disclose who Blake was?
Yeah, Bella, Blake, Belle.
Belle.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, we got everybody. Yang is Goldilocks. We got Ruby. That's obviously Red Riding Hood. We have Snow White. We got all the Juniper team. We don't know Crow yet, but I feel like Crow. It's really hard to guess.
Crow is Edgar Allan Poe.
I mean, that works too.
See, we really thought that, but
Nevermore. His fucking Crow version.
Funny enough, the bird Grimms are called Nevermore.
Wait. Nah, that's not because we already have a Snow White character. I was gonna say he's the huntsman from Snow White, but nah.
And then we obviously have our cast of teachers. We kind of already
Well,
knew.
yeah,
So
we know
Osmond,
Osmond's from Wizard of Oz as well as
Good Witch.
Good Witch.
And then we had
Ironwood.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the headmasters are probably gonna be like the lion and then the straw man. Because we're missing 2 more.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. And then we had Salem, the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's right.
The wicked bitch of the West.
That's right.
So yeah, there's a lot of them that I do like. People like Winter. I have no fucking idea who they are meant to be. I think it's just an older version of Snow White. I don't know.
Crow is just Cloud Strife.
Confirmed.
Yeah, we don't really know what Cloud is based on. You know, like we knew that Juniper was historical figures. We knew that Ruby was like fairy tales, like Disney fairy tales.
Yeah, you got Team Cardinal that they're based on fucking birds.
Oh yeah.
You got Team Sun that had Peter Pan, has freaking Wukong, and Neptune, which I mean, it kind of it's already there, but at the same time, it's kind of like meh. And then Sage, which we have no fucking idea who the fuck he alludes to. Which
it's
is
like that one's just a mishmash of different characters. They have like no rhyme or reason to be connected.
Team Coffee is just everything in the world that has to do with, I don't know, some sort of coffee. I mean, like a pastry or something.
Yep.
Velvet, cocoa. Fox is the only one that's kind of weird.
Flavors.
But
and then you got Fox, who's like the
Yatsuhachi is another kind of bread. So.
Good shit.
Yeah, I cannot wait for you to see more. I like the ending of this season and volume. It's actually pretty interesting. I like it ended different, way different than any other volume. I'll say it like this, and it's its own thing, and I appreciate it for what it is. So hopefully y'all do it too. But I know for a fact that some people shit on it. So
we'll see. We'll see.
If we don't enjoy this, there's always volume 5.
Exactly.
And 6.
And the soundtrack.
And the soundtrack.
And the other soundtrack.
And 7.
And 8.
And
9 that hasn't really.
If at that point, then we just go back to 1, 2, and 3.
We just do a rewatch and better quality.
All right. At that point, we just might as well just go into Jake's fan theories. His like fan fiction with his OC.
Yeah, that's right, dude. I swear to God, like if we did a RWBY spinoff and we had the assets.
I would love to make the DLCs, man. Make it happen. And I would like to get Meryl in for that conversation if we ever discuss DLCs. Mm-hmm. I doubt that she has that many creativity in terms of like the way that this world works, but
yeah. I mean, I think you give her time and some direction. I'm pretty sure that. I mean, we can get some fucking OCs.
She wanted to be the dual wielding Philippine martial arts.
Yeah, like
thing.
she like her eskrima,
yeah,
like her Cali sticks and whatever.
Yeah, that would be cool to see.
Okay, guys.
All right.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in episode 11.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.
And now let's go to sleep. Hope you guys enjoyed another Weebs Closet reaction. A special thanks to our Patreons. We appreciate your extra support to keep this channel going. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. See you in the next one.